Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gun Nation United, and today we're going to talk about Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy and their fighting style. So I'm joined by my co-host Guns and Devo, and we're going to get right into it. So let's. Okay, so I guess I'll start, and I'm going to start with Sanji Vinsmoke, and he is part of the Straw Hat Pirates. He is from the North Blue. He's a chef, and they found him during the East Blue saga. I believe he was the fourth member of the Straw Hat. And talking about his fighting style is very interesting, and he draws inspiration from traditional martial arts, um, mainly from two styles in particular. Now, I just want to be cautious that obviously rolling around in a circle and getting your leg on fire and kicking somebody across the football field, that isn't very realistic. But the techniques used um, are from realistic and or influenced by realistic fighting styles. Um, so the first one is, I'm gonna butcher the name. It'll be on screen, but it's gonna be T Con Kanondu. T Kanondu, and it is a Korean martial arts characterized by its influence on head height kits, jumping spinning kits, and fast kicking techniques, with kits and striking being above wrist height only. Uh, it is martial arts, mixed gender base, and its country origin is worldwide, and it's been in the Olympics since the year 2000, and been in the World Games since between 1981 and 1993. It's also known by a couple of things, and as stated, it's focused on striking and kicking, with hardness being full contact, light and medium contact. And as stated, its country of origin is Korea. So it was developed during the 1940s and 1950s by Korean martial artists with experience in martial arts such as karate, Chinese martial arts, and Indonesian Korean martial arts, followed by several other traditions. The oldest government body for this style is the KTA, which was formed in 1959 through a collaboration effort by representatives from 9 original martial arts schools in Korea. So, very interesting one. And as I said, him being very diverse in kits, uh, cool that there's something along those lines that takes inspiration from kits. And the second one that I'm going to be talking about, ooh, so again, I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's going to be on screen. It's called Capo R. Capo R. and it's an Afro-Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, and music. And it was developed by enslaved Africans in Brazil at the beginning of the 16th century. It is known for its acrobatics and complex uh, movements, often involving hands on the ground and inverts kicks. So, and as I said, it's focused on kicking, and the country of origin is Brazil. Uh, so after the abolishment of slavery in Brazil, this style was declared illegal, and at the end of the 19th century. However, in the 1920s, uh, officials began to relax enforcement on the prohibition, and martial artists began to dive into the technique uh, and started opening up their own practices of it. And by the 1970s, uh, masters of it started traveling around the world, helping the art become internationally recognized and practiced. And on November 26, 2014, it was granted a special protection status by the UNESCO, which is the United Nations Education, Scientific, and Culture Organization. So, and that is what I have on Sanji. So, Guns.
Okay, what I have is much more simple than Creators, mainly because that Zoro's fighting style doesn't exist. So I don't. There's no real back history to it, but there are names for each attack he does. His high speed attack is called Shishi Sansan. His direct attack is called Onigiri. And he also has a third attack style with it, which is compressed air projectile called Hiyaku Hachi Pound Ho. And those are the three attack styles that he uses. But his fighting style is not possible in real life because you can't you can probably hold a katana in your mouth, but there's not gonna be much force behind it. So that's all I have. Devo?
That's awesome. Um, I have a Monkey D. Luffy, one of the main protagonists in One Piece. A little bit about which everybody probably knows, but aspired to be a pirate, king of the pirates exactly. Um, he his powers are drawn from the devil fruit that he ate, um, the gumma gumma, and it gave him the powers to make his body like rubber with the inability to swim, so he can drown. That's his kryptonite. Um, he so much like Zoro, his style is um unconventional, but it works for him because he doesn't. His enemies pretty much have to think on their feet. He doesn't really. He just goes all in. And that's why I really like him because he can't be really read. But another thing is when he gets really serious, he does have this like second wind of like wisdom mixed with his fighting style that kind of helps him to defeat his enemies. So like, in those impossible situations, he's always brings brings it all home at the end. So that's why I really like his fighting style. He has a lot of, I think a lot of his fighting styles were, he was self taught. Since he, had his gummy gummy fruit. Every gummy gummy fruit is different. And that's what I like about it too, because he can make it his own. But I think he has some influences along the way. His brother Ace. Um, he also was inspired by the pirate group, which I can't recall. Psycho Creator, do you remember the name of the pirate group that was?
I believe it's the Whitebeard Pirates.
Right. And they kind of inspired him to become a pirate.
Yeah, he joined their crew and he became the division commander, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, he did. And so that really kind of influenced his. I believe that influences his fighting style. Another cool thing about his fighting style is that it's not really part of his style, but he can heal fast because of the gumma gumma fruit, and that's an upper hand thing that he has. Even though most of his opponents probably have it too, he still. I think that's if he was fighting a regular person like Zoro or anybody else, I mean, he'd probably win. I mean, it kind of helps to play. You have to calculate it into the fighting style, but um, I love the
Well,
history of how he
another
grew.
another good thing about his style, and for people who don't want to hear spoilers, I'm just going to say hacky. He gets this thing called hacky. For those who know what it is, it really enhances his style a lot. So, and also his gears: first gear, second gear, third gear, and fourth gear.
Oh wow! See, yeah, I have to get I have to graduate to that level. Um, Psycho Creator reads the comics ahead of time, so he's uh he's got best of both worlds. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had on Monkey D. Luffy. Um, I think a lot of times, and when your fighting style, especially for the Straw Hat Pirates, they all have this common thread of fighting, like having this will, this determination that no matter what, we're gonna get through, and like we're gonna fight together. And
Power of
and I
friendship.
think yes, yep, and I think that really helps in their fighting styles too, because there's something unaccounted for. You've seen some of their people they've fought against. I can't remember the exact name of the city they were traveling to, but Crocodile. When they were fighting Crocodile, a lot of his strategy was using his people as pawns, and that was the downfall of how he lost because nobody trusted him. He didn't trust anybody, and he used them, and ultimately that was one of the things that undid him and allowed Luffy and his
Remember, kids, the only person that can control pawns is Lelouch.
correct.
Put a W in the comments if you got that.
Yeah. So, but but yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna hand it back over to Psycho Creator. So,
Well, y'all, we did it. We brought in a guest. We finally talking about One Piece, which hopefully Oda finishes it soon. Otherwise, I'm going to be gone before it does that. Because it's going to take like another 60 years. But no, love the world in One Piece. Plan to do a lot more One Piece videos. I think it'd be really cool to get going over the Thousand Sunny or to go and marry to see if they could be built in real life, and just so much more. Talking about the characters, talking about the weapons, talking about the ships, the different crews. A lot of really cool stuff on One Piece. So again, if you are a One Piece fan, let us know. If you enjoyed the video and the past videos, let us know. If you like Devo and you want him back on the channel, let us know. Other than that, I guess unless nobody has anything, we're gonna go send the sweet people home.
Yeah, I want to add, just if you have any other suggestions of things we might want us to talk about, just leave them in the comment section below. And remember to subscribe. And that's it for me. Stay safe there, Cole.
All right. So hope you all know the golden rule by now. But before we send you off, we always have to remind you to keep your beer cold and your ammo hot. This has been Gun Nation United. If you liked anything, let us know. And you guys have an amazing day.